We all want to study with our heroes, whether it's Tom York from Radiohead or Jimi Hendrix, right? But the thing is, the truth is that we actually have their attention available for us because we can listen to these videos and recording and actually extract a ton of information. So check this. Before we dive in, click the like button and turn notifications on. Check this out. One of my favorite songs. G major. This is a cool trick. B major is very special. I'll explain why in a second. C major, okay, and then another very cool trick. Harmonic substitution. C minor. Alright. So maybe you think you know the song, and maybe you do know the song, but the cool thing about listening to these songs that have a very, very deep harmonic meaning and melodic, I think, and also emotional meaning, is that there's so much beauty there, and it's kind of like a capsule of goodness. And look, we can study and learn a lot from these 4 chords. The first thing we do, and that they're doing here, is starting from the 1 chord. Let's listen to it one more time. So I'm doing a crazy discount on all my courses right now. If you want it, check it out here. So here we go. 1, just G. And then they're going B major. Now B major, the reason it's so beautiful and cool is because B major is not in the key of G. So where is it coming from? Well, basically they're creating this chord that they're taking a chord, it creates a lot of tension, right? So if I'm in just the key of G major, you can kind of hear regular quote-unquote chords that are in the key that sounds good and tonal. Basically this regular quote-unquote relationship of tension and release that we're known and kind of known used to. Now, when they're playing this B major, they're creating this beautiful, beautiful color that is telling us we might go to another place. Where is this place? I wish I was special. And also the lyrics are linking in. This is the 4 chord. You're so fucking special. Minor. Alright. So they're doing a few things. So he's playing G major to B major, and this B major is basically what we call a secondary dominant. So that should go to E minor. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little sick, but I still wanted to make the video, so sorry about that. You can drop a comment and tell me to get better soon. I hope I'll get better soon. So 1, secondary dominant, 5 of 6, but actually he's not going to the 6th chord. The 6th should be E minor, but he's not going there. We're going to C major, so we're feeling this kind of continuous elevation of like tension. Whoa, okay, we're probably going here, but no, from here we're going further. It's like this new place, new peak, and then there is this disappointment, which also links to the lyrics of the song, right? Let's listen back for a second. You're just like an angel. She's just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Alright, so you see, so you're starting here. This is G major. And articulating the B with F sharp in the melody. The 3 of C major. The skin makes me cry. Right, the C minor here. So beautiful and so painful. Listen again, second. B again. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. C minor. So what is this C minor? Again, a chord that does not exist in G major. So what is he doing there, or why is it happening? So we have the C, okay, that makes sense, it's in the key. But then instead of going to a place of dominant like D major, we're playing C minor. So there's a lot of kind of like, I mean, it's just a painful chord, but it holds dominant qualities. And the question is where it's coming from? Well, it's coming from the minor key actually. So this is a borrowed chord. It's a chord that doesn't belong in a way, and in a way it's interesting because this whole song is about, in a way, belonging, right? He's a creep, he doesn't belong, he feels this alienation, right? And this is beautiful that the lyrics, the melody, and the chords are all so aligned. And then the B section, check this out, this is kind of amazing. so hard to do. So what's happening here? They're playing G major, right? I'm a creep, just singing that with the major third. So this is like the most ordinary note that you can choose in a way from the chord, but it makes it even more painful. It's like, yeah, I'm just a creep. So the melody and the chords are so intertwined. It's beautiful. Okay, and this is really cool. And now, this note here on the C major is playing the major 7, so there's a lot of tension in that chord. That's the melody here on top. And then that's like kind of like B flatty, basically playing this like flat 3, super painful pentatonic kind of bluesy note over the C minor. So it does fit with C minor 7, not a problem, but there is a lot of pain there, and it's beautiful to see how they're taking a simple chord progression, and actually it's only 4 chords, and the melody plays a huge role of how beautiful the chord sounds. I guess with music, oftentimes, or always actually, the melody and chords play this dual game where a beautiful melody functions on beautiful chords, but the relationship and how it's being articulated is a huge part of it. So again, let's listen for a second. Back to the top part, G. I just wanna have control. B major, secondary dominant, going to the I want a perfect body. 4. Major. I want a perfect soul. C minor, the pain. Now it's important to kind of try and tag these colors, because what will start happening if you understand what is happening in this song, you can kind of copy paste that mentality to your song or to other songs. So for example, I can think about Georgia, right? So G major to B major, but then it goes to E minor. So that's actually a secondary dominant that does resolve. So this is Georgia started with G major, Georgia, right? So basically G major, B major, the same beginning, but then going to E minor, so it's resolved. I can think of another song. What about Lonesome Town? And then it actually does go to the 4. So this is 1, 5 of 6 going to the 4. And it's interesting, even more interesting, because in our song, it has this dual meaning, almost like you can hear it in 2 ways, right? So you have G major going to the 5 of 6, so you expect to go to the 6 to E minor. But then you get C major, so it's the 4 of G, no problem. But the cool thing is, it's the 4, but it's also the 6 of the 6. So it's like this double kind of like hopeful and some letdown, because you're not getting what you wanted or what was supposed to happen. So there is all these layers of I guess disappointment and disbelonging, if that's an actual word you can say in English, in the music, in the chord structure, in the melody, and how they're all intertwined together. So this is beautiful, and what I like doing is understanding these things and then saying like, okay, what happens if I'm in the key of C and I want to hear this progression? So I have 1, C major, and then I have the 5 of 6, 5 of 6. What is the 6? C, D, E, F, G, A. So A minor is the 6th degree in C, so I need to play a dominant leading there, so that's E7. So C major, E major, and then 4, F major and F minor. So that will give me the same color spectrum of these chords we just heard on Creep. So I'm basically playing Creep in a different key, right? So you see what I'm doing? I'm thinking about the melody and transposing it to another key. Now by doing that, I'm really internalizing the meaning of these harmonic progressions, and therefore I will be able to recognize it out in the world when I hear it, or kind of imagine that color when I want to create my own music and songs. Let's check it out for 1 second. So cool. So fucking special. A lot of anger. I wish I was special. Of course, the arrangement with the distortion. One. Again, think about the chord. And sometimes it's nice to tag that. 1, 5 of 6. Tell yourself when you're playing and learning this piece of information. 4. And he's saying it doesn't belong, and he's even playing C minor, right? That doesn't belong in the key. It's so cool. It's so beautiful. There's one more part in the song, right? So beautiful, C major. So what happens there, right? The run, run, run. There is a whole step kind of motion to the 9. So it starts basically with kind of starting this motion on the C minor, and the melody note is E flat, maybe E flat here, like an octave higher. But starting here, run, she runs, and then it resolves, right, an octave higher. But basically we have the C minor, this beautiful tension that keeps building with the 6 there, and then this becomes the 9, the A, and then we have this right, this like, wow, so beautiful. And then here again, they're playing with the 6 to the 5 on the C major. And then they're even kind of touching the sharp 4. The F sharp, but on the C minor. So much tension, and then resolved again, right? Going back to the last section of the song. So it's really amazingly constructed. I think this is one of the reasons this song is so well received in the world. People like it and know the song, and I think that the deep meaning of all these layers of connection between the melody, the harmony, the chords, and the intention of the song, and of course the soundscape, right? How it's like kind of calm, but there is this tension, and then the tension is being created with the distortion, the guitar, and then it kind of blows up to this B section, which starts with this major and then kind of flies out, and then the C section with like, you know, which we go an octave higher, and she runs. This is all so cool. For me, again, understanding these things is a great lesson, because we can learn a lot of songs but not truly know what's happening there. And I think it's very, very important for us to take the time and truly understand and sing it. Check out the lyrics, play it on the piano, play it on the guitar, understand what you're doing, because I think if we truly understand these building blocks of music, we can actually learn music way faster, and it's also way more fun for us. So I would just recommend us all diving in deeply, and if you like or love a song, just go all in and, you know, understand what's happening there on all levels. Play the melody, play the chords, and kind of immerse yourself with that information. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this was interesting and fun. If there is another song you would like me to do, please drop a comment. Peace. See you soon.